Welcome back to Boxes of Trauma, things I found in my hoarder mother's condo and storage unit that made me feel things. Found a lot of stuff recently, been finally getting back into it over there. Hopefully the end is in sight. And I found some stuff, and every time I think I'm going to just do some light, funny, maybe not funny, I think I'm funny. I was going to be so funny, and the past years have just like beat it out of me, and I used to be light and funny, you know? I see people with these funny TikToks, and I'm not saying funny people are light and funny all the time. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, I used to be spontaneous and, you know. See, now I can't even think of a word to say, let alone be light and funny. Anyway, and then I'm finding this stuff that I think is light and funny. Can you hear him? And then I find something that, like, makes me sad or upset or annoyed or whatever. So, whatever. So another thing my mom liked to do, keeping all the trash for no fucking reason, she was, you know what this is? Those Cottonelle wipes that we now know you should not flush, but are called flushable. Those were like her thing. Like she loved those. I don't want to know, whatever. So she used these for so many things. Let's see. Oh, that's an old driver's license. Arts and crafts. That's so funny. Like, what was she doing pinning stuff? There wasn't even a space big enough to lay fabric out to pin. And it's funny because this looks like, used. Like it's been, pinned upon. What was she doing? Okay. What was she working on? I don't know. What else is in here? Tissue. Cool. Okay. All right. That doesn't look like craft scissors to me. This looks like bandage cutting scissors. But I mean, it's still a scissors. A scissors. More of these damn a few videos ago, there was like 1,000 of these. She was really going to eat up some, popcorn and drinks. Ooh, a fresh measuring tape. Everybody could use one of these. 59 cents. I wonder how old that is. A little. Oh, another one. Man, we're going to craft some shit up. We're going to measure, double measure, one in each hand, measuring all types of shit, getting all kinds of measurements. We're going to know how long every fucking thing is, aren't we? Little tiny measure. Oh, a little hand sanitizer. Got to have clean hands when we're measuring so much. A bouncy ball. Sometimes you got to bounce. More scissors, tweezers. This is partial first aid, partial crafting, partial fun activity. Oh, also oral hygiene. Very important. This is really just essentially a go bag. You never know. You never know. You might need a penny for your thoughts. You might need to bounce it up, have some fun. You might need to rip a seam, I don't know. Measure some shit. You might need a broken, rusted up necklace with some beads on it. You don't know. You write down those measurements. You measure this way. You measure that way. You write it down. You tell somebody, what do you think that measurement is? I'll give you a penny for your thoughts on that. It's a horse head with some floss. What was the thought process here? I'll pin it up and I'll measure it. Will you? What was happening? We weren't going anywhere that you needed to bring, that something was going to need hemmed on the fly. That it's interesting. I wonder I do wonder, because I'm sure she had a reason to put these things in here together. Maybe not. I don't know. Or maybe she was like, these items are important and I don't want to lose them, so I'll just throw them in here and I'll get to them later. And of course, that never happened. Kids Purell. Does this ever go bad? Probably not. So anyway, so many uses for the Cottonelle, whatever, wet wipes that you don't flush. Don't flush them. Don't flush them. I bet she did. Well, it says on there you can. So I'm going to measure and I'm going to flush.